So yesterday we were discussing about the steps that you can take or steps that you take in writing a research report, and we went through step one, two, and three. And in the fourth one, we are discussing about drafting the body of your report. All right. So we had four steps, right? Step one was analyzing your task, what to do, planning out. Step two was making a rough plan. Then step three, you have to do the research. Okay, read other research, find out what happened, where your research can fit into things and all of that. Then we have step four, which is the body, drafting the body of the body of the report. Okay, here we are trying to make a research report. All right, we are not trying to make a research article. We are trying to make a research report. Okay. So essentially research report में आप क्या कर रहे हैं, whatever research you have done, उसके ऊपर एक report लिख रहे हैं. You're summarizing your research so that you can present it to someone. Right. Now in your body we have the introduction. Once again, okay. Introduction हुआ था. Then I told you there is literature review. You review other people's literature and you try to place your own research in between that. Okay. So over the years, let us suppose you're taking the timeline of 20, 30 years. In 20, 30 years, how many people have researched about the topic that you did your research on, and where does your research place in this line? Okay. Then comes methodology. So we stopped around here. Then comes methodology. Methodology में you will write what you did and how you did it. ठीक है, तो essentially the intricacies of what you did, कि कितने patients लिए, क्या क्या करे उन लोगों को, what tests you did, what did you check, what were the parameters of your research, all of that will come under methodology. And usually methodology is written in passive voice. For example, the participants were asked to fill the questionnaire attached in appendix 1. Okay, rather than writing in an active voice, you will write everything in methodology in a passive voice. Okay, from a second person's perspective essentially. Okay, now reference any material that you have used from other sources. Make sure that you keep on referencing whatever you are reading, because later on you will need that. Whenever you write a research report, whenever you're reading other research paper, even before the research that you perform, आप research articles पढ़ेंगे just so that you know what we can do in this manner. Okay, let us suppose you have an idea of researching about maybe um, healthcare practices in a primary healthcare center. Let us suppose we are trying to see what are the healthcare practices, or what is the family care plan that is given in primary healthcare centers. So Anganwadi centers, primary healthcare centers. Okay, with respect to childbirth, yeah, with respect to contraception, कुछ भी some example आप research कर रहे हो उसके ऊपर. So before doing that research, you will obviously read other papers as well, so as to know where you can head your research into. ठीक है, क्या direction दे सकते हैं आपकी research को. So make sure that whenever you read these papers and throughout your research as well, you will keep on reading more and more papers. Okay. On an average, when you do a college level research paper, आप आराम से 50-100 papers पढ़ते आराम से, just so that you know what is happening and you get a good idea where you can do and what you can do, essentially. Where is the problem and what you can do to solve that problem. Okay. Maybe at least if you are not able to completely solve it as well, you are taking a step towards it. Right? So make sure that you keep on referencing your material, label and number all the diagrams. Methodology में जो भी diagrams आते हैं, charts आते हैं, graphs आते हैं, make sure you are numbering them and you are labeling them properly. Because in your research report, especially when you write your index, वो time पे बहुत important रहता. Because table of contents में, whenever you are writing your index in the table of contents, you will write table of diagrams, table of charts ऐसा. उसमें अलग अलग numbers रहते. So based on that number, वो page number को directly skip कर सकते. That is why it is very important to label and number your diagrams, charts, and graphs. All right, and make sure that they are relevant and they add substance to the text rather than just duplicating what have already been said. Okay, avoid duplicating figures and avoid duplicating diagrams that has already been published. Okay, If you are referencing it, it is a different matter altogether. मतलब आप अगर किसी और का diagram use कर रहे हैं, for example, you read a research paper and in that you found a diagram which represents what you are thinking very well. So what you can do is, if you are including their diagram in your research, what you will do is in niche to avoid copyright issues, you will write यहाँ पर reference taken from so and so paper बोल के. So you are citing them essentially. ठीक है, उसको citation बोलते हैं. Citation का मतलब ये है, you are telling essentially to whoever is reading your research report or whoever is reading your article, you are telling them that, see, this is not our original work. This image is taken from this, or we have taken inspiration from this person, and we are taking the only the image, and our interpretation is so and so. ठीक है, वो इंटरप्रिटेशन आपका ओन रहता, बट यहाँ पर इमेज आप कहीं और से लिख रहे हैं, तो उसका रेफरेंस आपको देना पड़ता है, उसको साइट करना पड़ता है. Yeah, that is called citing. That is not S. C लिखते हो. Okay. Then after writing the methodology, so this is the body. Okay. Body में आप intro लिखेंगे. Then lit review, methodology. Then will come results. So in results, you will only write the findings of your research. You will not interpret the results. Okay? Let us suppose you were doing research on some drug. You will find what you will only write what you found. That's it. You will not write what does that finding mean. That will be for discussion. Okay? इसके बाद आता है आपका discussion. Discussion में आप क्या करते हैं? You will go into details, the relevance of your results. Okay? The interpretation of your results. Whatever results you got, what do they mean? What do they represent? Are they able to solve a problem? How are they solving a problem? Is there any limitation to your this thing? ठीक है, आपको क्या क्या पता चला? What are the findings of your research? ठीक है, all of that. ठीक है, and how do they fit into the area of that research? In that research area, आपकी findings कैसा fit होता है? Do they lack in certain criteria? Are they exceptional in certain criteria? क्या क्या है आपके research के results जो है? उसके बारे में डिस्कशन में लिखेंगे आप. ठीक है, इट विल आल्सो टाई इनटू लिटरेचर रिव्यू एंड थीसिस स्टेटमेंट इन अ बिट डिस्कशन. देन आफ्टर दैट यू राइट योर कंक्लूजन. Now conclusion can sometimes also include limitations. ठीक है, you write the summary of your most significant results. अब आपको you might have gotten 10-20 different results. ठीक है, you saw several parameters and you got 10-20 different results. Out of that, maybe 2 or 3 are very significant results that are properly representing your research. अब वो लिखते हैं conclusion. ठीक है, so you will summarize the most significant results, and it may also include limitations. Sometimes it will also include points as to where this research can be taken further. Meaning, if someone, let us suppose Ankita and Girija, did a research on some drug. Let us suppose they did their research on X drug and its effectiveness on certain population, and they published their paper. Later on, I read their paper, and after reading their conclusion, they have also written, see, we have done it in so and so population. If anyone wants to do further research, this may be a direction. बोलके आप ही लिखते हैं. ठीक है, Ankita and Girija themselves will write. So this can be the future direction of this research. I can take that idea and I can further my own research. I can publish a different paper. I can do my own research and so on and so forth. और आगे जा सकता है. ठीक है, वो भी conclusion में include करते हैं. Then recommendations. So recommendations where you will be suggesting what needs to be done with the results of your finding, how you can interpret the results of your finding in different ways, and what can be done. So this is also tied into how you can further the research. Okay, you can list these recommendations based on the order of priority as well. Okay, what recommendation comes first and so on and so forth. Right. Then finally will be this thing, recommendations हो गया ना. अब आता आपका step 5. So this was up to step 4. Here comes step 5. Step 5 में you will draft supplementary material. So main काम हो गया research report का. Supplementary material. Now it is not that this is not unimportant, but the most time consuming part will be the body. The step 4 था, that will take the most time. It can sometimes take 2-3 months or sometimes even 4 months. It depends on your research again. Sometimes you can finish it within 15 days as well. बट डिपेंड्स ऑन योर रिसर्च, आप कितना इंटेंस रिसर्च करें उतना ज्यादा बॉडी इंक्लूड करना पड़ता है, ठीक है, उतना ज्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन इंटेंसिव रहता हो। स्टेप 5 सप्लीमेंट्री मटेरियल में यू विल एसेंशियली इंक्लूड रेफरेंसेस and appendices. References, that is what I was telling you. It is very important that you write down whatever you read. So all the papers that you read, वो पूरे ये references में जाएंगे, ठीक है? And whenever you are mentioning the reference as well, there will be a format to your reference. Okay? So essentially, we follow APA. Science graduates who publish papers in science or scientific field, they will follow the APA guidelines. ठीक है? Citation के अलग-अलग guidelines रहते हैं. ये APA, MLM अलग-अलग रहते हैं. तो MLA भी रहता है. So what does this means is that आप ये reference कैसा लिखेंगे? Initially, it will start off with the name of the author. ठीक है, और द ऑथर्स जितने भी है, ठीक है, सो नेम ऑफ द ऑथर, देन कभी कभी एटॉल बोल के भी आता, ऑथर एटॉल, इट मींस दैट द ऑथर एंड देयर टीम, इफ देयर आर सेवरल, लेट अस सपोज पीपल, तो ऑथर फॉर एग्जांपल देयर वर 6 पीपल अलोंग विद गिरिजा हु डिड द रिसर्च एग्जांपल, ठीक है, तो क्या लिखता हूं मैं, गिरिजा एटॉल, या फिर लेट सपोज ओनली 2 ऑथर्स है या 3 ऑथर्स है, तो आई विल राइट अंकिता गिरिजा गिरिजा एग्जांपल, ठीक है, ऐसा लिख देता हूं। So again, it is up to me. I can write it any way I want to. But authors पहले mention करते हैं. Then the title of the paper. ठीक है. Whatever papers they published, उसका title. ठीक है. Then will come the journal, name of the journal. ठीक है. Then journal edition, edition of that journal, journal papers, जो pages पे published है. And then comes ISSN number. ठीक है. तो हर एक जर्नल का एक स्पेसिफिक नंबर रहता है, वो नंबर मेंशन करते हैं. दिस इज जनरली द APF फॉर्मेट. आप जब भी रेफरेंसेस लिखेंगे ऐसा ही फॉर्मेट में लिखेंगे. सो व्हाटएवर रेफरेंस यू रीड, wherever you read from, when you mention it in your research report, you will write the author's name first, then the title of that research paper, then the journal. Sometimes journal के बाद ISSN number आता है, journal and ISSN number will come together कभी कभी वो, then edition, which edition में publish हुआ था वो, then the pages. Let's suppose that paper is published in between pages 5 to 7. So 2 papers, for example. वैसे लिखते हैं, ठीक है? It can be more, it can be less. That is a different story altogether. But this is how you place the research. ऐसा आप हर एक आर्टिकल को लिखेंगे. So let us suppose you have 50 references. Each and every reference will be written in the same stencil. ठीक है? ये stencil use करके आप everything will be replaced. अलग-अलग authors आते हैं, अलग titles आते हैं, अलग journal आता है, अलग edition आता है, अलग page आता है. But this format will remain the same. Appendices will be extra information that you were not able to include in the report. Maybe after doing your research, you found some more external material, or maybe you found more interpretations of your result. ठीक है, आप पूरा बॉडी लिखने के बाद maybe 10-20 days के बाद you found some more insight and you found that अच्छा ये result को ऐसा भी interpret कर सकते हो बोल के. Instead of disturbing the body of your research, what you will do is you will take another paper and you will add that with the information that you newly found. Yeah, that will be the appendix. Appendix भी बोलते हैं उसको, एक रहा था, the plural is appendices. अब there can be several appendices or there can be a single appendix. Okay? Each and every appendix must be named and numbered. ठीक है, so appendix 1, appendix 2, appendix 3 ऐसा आता, हर एक पेपर के एंड पे ऐसा आता, ठीक है. After doing step 5, then comes step 6. Now this will be drafting or draft preliminary material. इसमें आप क्या करेंगे, इसमें you will write the title of the report. ठीक है, you will write the title, you will write table of contents, and you will write abstract. Now why are we doing this at the last? Because आप एक बार once you go through the whole plan, आप पहले पूरे step 1 to step 5 पूरे कर लिए, तो you have the thorough knowledge of what research has been done and how it can be interpreted. उसके बाद आपको title, it will be easier for you to come up with the title. ठीक है, if you try to rack your brains before starting everything and you try to put a title on it, it will be slightly more difficult. That is why what you do is you do bulk of the material first. पहले body लिख लेते हैं आप, पूरा करते, उसके बाद you approach the title, so that you will have a better understanding of what to name your research report. ठीक है. Also, once you are done with the rest of the material, it will be easier to categorize table of contents. ठीक है, कौन किधर किधर categorize करना है, कितने tables है, क्या क्या सब headings है, वो पूरे table of contents में आता है. It will become much more easier if you do this step at the last, and it will be easier to write the abstract as well. Abstract is essentially the synopsis or the summary, overview of your report. ठीक है, you are summarizing your report in 4 lines, 4 to 5 lines, one small part. That will be your abstract, in the sense that let us suppose, so have you all ever heard about a book report? Have you all ever come across something called a book report? आप लोगों के स्कूल में था नहीं था नहीं बोले. See, essentially what happens is some schools, what they do is they will ask you to read a book. So this generally happens to kids, okay? So 6th grade, 7th grade, and all of that. They will give them a novel, or they will tell them, read this novel and give us a report at the end of the week. Meaning that student has to read the whole report and write their own findings of that report. What do they think about the book? Okay? What do they think the book represents, and their own ideas about the book. Okay? Their summary of the book. अब that will be a book report. Book report की एक छोटी summary, in the sense what that book report represents, उसकी छोटी summary will be the abstract. The same way for your research paper will be the research report, your interpretation of your research, and the abstract will be a small introduction, like synopsis to your research. Because what have you done in the research? Why is it significant? That will be included in the abstract of the synopsis. The last step, step 7, will be polishing. Okay? Polish your research report. Make sure to remove all things, any errors, that grammatical errors है, कुछ भी कहीं भी improve करना है, वो पूरा polishing work finally last step में करना है. Okay? So that is how you write a research report. Right? So I hope you understood this. If you have doubts or if you want me to repeat anything, please feel free to ask. We went through 7 steps. We first analyzed the task at hand, then we developed a rough plan, we studied other research reports and all of that. We review kare aap other research ko. Then you started drafting the body of your research, research report, in which you wrote the introduction, you wrote literature review, methods likhe, result likhe, uska discussion likhe. You concluded your report and you wrote recommendations for future. After that, you drafted supplementary material where you included references or bibliography, references to bibliography we bolte kabhi, and you included appendices, wherein extra information that you are not able to include in the body, aap baad mein include kar rahe. Then finally, you write the title of the report. You draft the preliminary material in step 6. Title of the report, table of contents. So table of contents mein pura aata hai. List of all sections, subheadings, tables, graphs, and you will assign page numbers to each of them, so that it will be easier. Essentially, आप index बना रहे हो उसकी table of contents. Then you write the abstract or synopsis. Finally, you polish the report. Okay? Those are the steps in writing a research report. So you will be expected to write a research report at the end of the year. Once you do your research, after that, when you are presenting it, आप research report लिख के present करेंगे. Okay? Now, we'll come to writing a scientific paper or article. Now, the difference between research report and scientific paper or scientific article is that research report is something that you are presenting yourself. Okay? Article is something that you are sending to a journal to be published. Okay? That is the difference. That is the main difference between them. All right. The steps will be very, very similar, almost the same. If you have done, if you're done writing with the research report, writing a research paper will be very easy. You'll just be summarizing the data a little bit more. So actually, it is slightly easier than अगर आप research report पहले बना दिए तो scientific paper लिखना और ज़्यादा easy है. ठीक है? So इसमें क्या करते हैं आप? There are a number of steps, but same steps. Essentially, what you will do is first you prepare figures and tables. Whenever we are talking about the scientific paper, पहले figures and tables अलग करना पड़ता है. ठीक है? Prepare figures and tables. Because whenever you are giving this article to be published, figures and tables की अलग file देते हैं उनको. ठीक है? That is why figures and tables को अलग prepare करते हैं. Then you write the methods. You write it very, very briefly. You don't go into a lot of detail. Not each and every look and cranny will be included. Write the methods, then results. ठीक है, उसके बाद आप डिस्कशन लिखेंगे. डिस्कशन विल बी इन मोर डिटेल कंपेयर टू रिसर्च रिपोर्ट. ठीक है, फाइनलाइज द रिजल्ट्स एंड डिस्कशन बिफोर राइटिंग द इंट्रोडक्शन. ठीक है, you cannot show the significance of your work if the discussion is insufficient. If you're not able to go into depth in the discussion, जब आपको intro लिखना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता. ठीक है, you will not be able to summarize what you did in your research if you don't know what to write in your discussion. Okay, then you write a clear conclusion. Okay, you write a compelling introduction. See, whenever you are writing an intro, you have to keep a few things in mind. Any good introduction will solve a few questions. Okay. First of all, what is the problem that needs to be solved? आपकी research क्या problem को solve कर रही है? ठीक है. Are there any existing solutions? What is the best solution that is available? What is the main limitations? ठीक है. And what do you hope to achieve? These 5 questions should be answered in your introduction. आप किधर भी introduction लिख रहे हो, तो आप research report में लिख रहे हैं या scientific paper के लिए introduction लिख रहे हैं, जहाँ के लिए भी लिख रहे हैं, these 5 questions need to be answered. So that introduction should mention what is the problem that you are solving, ठीक है, or what is the problem that needs to be solved. Are there any existing solutions? In this, you will also tie in how your solution is better than others, or how your solution is. ठीक है, आपका solution क्या है बोल के. Might not be better than others, or it might not be worse than others, but essentially you are just telling this is my, uh, my solution to the problem. Which is the best solution that you found? What is the main limitation of all the solutions? Okay? And what do you hope to achieve with this? These 5 questions need to be answered in any introduction. Right? Then आप क्या करेंगे? आप abstract लिखेंगे उसके बाद. Right, abstract. उसके बाद आप title, concise and descriptive title. And meaning your research title will generally include about 8 to 10 words. ठीक है, उसमें आप अपनी पूरी रिसर्च को रिप्रेजेंट कर दे रहे हैं. आपका टाइटल, दैट इज व्हाई टाइटल इज रिटन आफ्टर यू डू द मेन बॉडी ऑफ द वर्क. ठीक है, so it will be easier to come up with the title. Okay, selecting keywords, this will only be done for journaling. तो keywords को आप अलग से निकाल के you will give the keywords. ठीक है, ये keywords रहते हैं, especially for indexing. उसके लिए keywords देना बहुत important है. ठीक है, think of keywords like small markers. ठीक है, think of it this way. Let us suppose you are doing research on cancer. ठीक है, and your keywords are, let us suppose you are doing it on breast cancer, for example. ठीक है, some treatment of breast cancer or something related to breast cancer. Whenever someone types cancer, वो कीवर्ड अगर रहा तो आपकी रिसर्च ऊपर आती है. क्योंकि गूगल में जब भी जाके कैंसर टाइप कर रहे हैं या ब्रेस्ट कैंसर टाइप कर रहे हैं या ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ ब्रेस्ट कैंसर टाइप कर रहे हैं, जो भी आप रिसर्च करें, those keywords will start popping up. ठीक है, that is why it is important to select keywords. Okay. Acknowledgements. Now, acknowledgements, you will thank the people who have contributed and helped you, other than the scientific team that you are already working with, maybe your family, maybe your organization who have funded you, or fellowship आपको जहाँ से मिली, anything. Okay, anyone who has helped you along the way, anyone who has helped the paper come along, वो पूरे आप acknowledgements में डालेंगे. ठीक है. Then finally you'll write the references. Okay. That is how you write a paper. Essentially, it is very similar to how you write a research report. Just that will be slightly smaller. Okay. Then that is why पहले आप research report अगर लिख दिए, writing a research paper will be much more easier, and publishing a paper will be much more easier. I strongly suggest that whenever you do your research, this year you will definitely do your research. That is आपको बिठा बना पेपर दे दे रहे. ठीक है, publish that paper. There will be a paper, scientific paper to your name. ठीक है, even if it is done in a group, you will have a paper that is published under your name. Okay. Then comes critical review of published research. Now, critical review is something that editors do but technically not just editor, even you can do. इसका मतलब क्या है? This is a very important process. Now, about a certain, let us suppose you want to do research on Parkinson's disease. Example. Okay? You want to do research on Parkinson's disease, and you have come about, let us suppose you found about 200 research papers, okay, on Parkinson's disease. Critical review is important so that you filter out only those that are important to you. ठीक है, आप पार्किंसन डिजीज में जिस चीज पे रिसर्च करना चाह रहे हैं वो 200 में से इट माइट ओनली बी 50 और इट माइट ओनली बी 25. ठीक है, फॉर दैट क्रिटिकल रिव्यू ऑफ रिसर्च, पब्लिश रिसर्च इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ठीक है, इट नीड्स टू मीट योर क्राइटेरिया, वट एवर यू आर लुकिंग फॉर इन दैट रिसर्च. All of those papers might be good, some of them might not be good, but they need to meet your criteria. What is good or bad according to you? ठीक है, वो critical review of published research में आता. This will evaluate the strengths and weaknesses of articles, ideas, and their contents. Okay, it will also provide a descriptive analysis, and it will help you interpret the reader's thoughts, and it will help you understand the article's value. कितना अच्छा है आर्टिकल, कितना डेप्थ में जा रहा आर्टिकल, कितना अच्छा समझा रहा आर्टिकल. ठीक है, इज इट सॉल्विंग अ प्रॉब्लम, हाउ वेल इज इट सॉल्विंग दैट प्रॉब्लम, okay, how well is it describing the problem, how elegant is the solution, all of that will come under critical review. Okay. So this is essentially divided into 4-5 different parts, critical review of published research. So the first thing that you do is, before reading the article, ठीक है, let us suppose you have 200 articles and you are going one by one. ठीक है, let us suppose एक दिन में आप you are reading some 10 articles, so you will be done in 20 days, correct? So before reading each and every article, there are a few questions that you need to ask yourself. First of all, what expectations do you have before reading this article? What are you trying to expect out of the paper? All right. Study all the side headings. Whenever subheadings रहते ना, वो पूरे पढ़ो, क्या क्या एरिया कवर कर रहा, हाउ इज द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑफ कंटेंट इन दैट पेपर. ठीक है, रीड द एब्स्ट्रैक्ट फॉर द समरी. ठीक है, ऑथर के आर्ग्यूमेंट्स क्या है, व्हाट इज द ऑथर ट्राइंग टू टेल यू, व्हाट इज द ऑथर ट्राइंग टू प्रूव. ठीक है, वो पूरा आपको एब्स्ट्रैक्ट से मिल जाता. स्टडी द लिस्ट ऑफ रेफरेंसेस, आर देयर एनी रीसेंट रेफरेंसेस इन दीज. ठीक है, जो रिसेंटली अदर पब्लिश्ड मटेरियल है वो कोई मेंशन्ड है क्या इधर. ठीक है, and जो references on a site करे, are they important in that field? Meaning, you can have several papers, but some papers will have a much more higher impact compared to some others. Okay? Meaning, there can be some groundbreaking stuff in some papers, and some of the other papers will just be meh. Okay? So, essentially speaking, ऐसे कोई बहुत important papers है ना cite करे क्या, या ऐसे कोई important papers है ना inspiration कैसा लिए, did they use all of that, वो पूरा देखता है before reading this. Okay, before reading the original paper itself. Okay, read about the author of the paper. What kind of authority do they have in the field? Have they published any significant papers before in that same field? Okay, what is the reputation in the field? Okay, try to find out if other authors have cited this author. Okay, आप जो paper पढ़ रहे हैं, let us suppose it is paper number 1. Okay, out of 200 papers. ये पेपर को दूसरे ऑथर्स भी साइट करें क्या, डिड दे फाउंड दिस यूजफुल एंड डिड दे फाइंड दिस यूजफुल एंड डिड दे यूज इट इन देयर ओन रिसर्च. दैट विल टेल यू अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स अबाउट द आर्टिकल दैट यू आर अबाउट टू डू. ठीक है, नाउ इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास we'll start with the point that you need to consider while reading the article itself. Okay.